week. Of course, we know we are just literally 48 hours away from kickoff, where the Kansas City Chiefs will be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl 57. Question is going to be: is Andy Reid going to get his second Super Bowl title? Will Patrick Mahomes get a Super Bowl MVP and title to go along with the MVP that he won just a few nights ago? The question that I have, and we're going to ask this question to our next guest, Reid Millard, who is the CEO of Millard Family Racing and, of course, Family Funeral Chapels. Reid, thank you so very much for joining us today. Now, we're going to talk a little bit because you experienced Kansas City winning the Super Bowl just 3 years ago in Miami. So I know
That
that
is
you know that there's a
correct.
lot at stake on this upcoming weekend.
Well, back at Miami, it was a back and forth game. It could have went to either team, but it was a great time. The atmosphere and Camp Peter, one of our family sponsors, my race car. We had a great time. Beyonce and her husband sat right behind. We'd see San Francisco go ahead a little bit, then we coming back. It was an awesome game.
This weekend's matchup, Chiefs, Eagles. Now, the Eagles have been, and I'm not afraid to say they've been the best team in the NFL from start to finish, and been the most consistent team. Before the season started, who did you have as your original Super Bowl pick?
Well, I felt that they they have all the ingredients. They had some I felt, but that was no different than the 3 years ago. They
Yeah.
and so forth and came back up, and now they're back in it. So this is a different day. I think it's going to be a different game than Tampa, and
Yeah, Tampa was something that I definitely don't. Even I talked to Mark Donovan, the Chiefs president of the day. We try to just forget, make it seem like Tampa never even happened. Look, I want to ask you first and foremost because I'm new to the auto racing sport. I got a chance to attend a couple of NASCAR over at Kansas Speedway a few years ago, and I attended it. I think it was two years ago in May, because it's hard for me to do it in October because of the Chiefs football games. But how did you and your family get involved in the race car business? Because that's it. Just from my vantage point, it seemed like it would be hard to just break into. But how did you all get involved and decide that this is one area of our family life that we want to become a part of?
sure. So I grew up in the Cascade Mountains along the Ohio River, steel mills on one side, coal mines, a lot of little tracks around there. And growing up, we would get in was on the auto parts and wrecking yard, and he would donate a lot. Back then, it wasn't so sophisticated as it is today. Get in the back of a pickup truck, two kids with the guys in front, sitting to chase like miles to a race. You can't do that today. So that's how I got it, and I never really started racing until I was 40.
Real? Oh, okay. So you're
So,
saying it's
so
still a
I've
chance
been
for
racing
me.
about 23 years. We had some great moments in life, but one of the things, we got a couple young guys come up. Trevor Gundacker, he's about 20 years old. The Gundacker family out of St. Louis. His family owns Tri-City Speedway, Worldwide Technology Speedway, and so he's going to be racing for us this Monday down in Florida at the Dirt
Volusia.
Nationals, Dirt Car
Yeah.
Next. So we'll be at the short track, which is about 30 minutes from day track.
And I know from there, your number 14 team will then go to the Lucas Oil MLRA series that gets underway from March 31st to April 1st, up in over in Wheatland, Missouri. So where can people first off go to not only find the schedule but find tickets to attend some of the racing events?
So you can go to lucasoilracing.com and you can find it on there. Find their schedule. and those are the schedules. Or the series. So we have Trevor, but we also have Caden Klatt. He won his first in a super late model, 950 horsepower at 13 years old. He'll be chasing the MLRA Rookie of the Year.
All right, so looking at this game on Sunday, because I know that you were at that game in Miami, I need to know the Reid Millard prediction for Sunday's game and why.
Okay. To me, you got two great teams. Look at it like a race.
Okay.
In a race, when we're on the track, one driver, he's going to get really good, get out front a little bit. And I think that'll happen. The other driver will come up behind him and finally get his.
No, hope we didn't lose you. Okay, there we go. Still got you, or? All right, we'll give Mr. Reid an opportunity to get his signal back in. While we're waiting on him to come back in, I do want to let you know that the Millard Family Racing is family operated, and it is a Missouri-based team and one of the premier racing teams in the country. Don't miss, as he mentioned before, Trevor Gundiger, also known as T-Rev, as their featured driver in the 2023 Millard Family Racing Ride Campaign. Let's see here. We've got, see now, Trevor brings a level of speed and excitement seldom experienced in the current racing circuit. Follow racing champion Trevor as he kicks off the Federated Auto Parts Dirt Car Nationals at Volusia Speedway Park in Daytona Beach, Florida, next weekend from February 16th to the 18th for the 52nd edition of the Dirt Car Nationals. Now, join Reid Millard and the entire racing family for a year of nonstop excitement. Keep up with the latest news and information all year long by visiting www.trevorgundigerracing.com. Delf Communications at www.delfcommunications.com and www.millardfamilyracing.com. Remember, every day is a gift. We're back with Mr. Millard, and let's just get this deal right here. Mr. Millard, I know, it's okay with the camera issue, but going back to what we were discussing, I wanted to get your thought process on the game Sunday and how you felt it was going to go. I know when you dropped off, you were talking about how it's comparable to racing, and he lost the signal again. So we'll give him a couple more moments. But in the meantime, we'll let you know that Radio Row is kind of dying down just a little bit. All the craziness has kind of subsided. Everybody who is here right now is currently waiting on the Super Bowl, and for some of us on Lee Steinberg's party tomorrow. Reid, are you still there with us?
I finally came back. Hear me now?
Yes, sir. We hear you just well. So when you had dropped off, you were talking about how this game, you were comparing it to racing. So I wanted to get your thought process on that.
So here's how I look at it. Both really games. So you got two out in front of a 24 car. The other drivers are up in front. The one driver a little bit. I think these will get out ahead of a little bit. I think Mahomes, Reid, and the team will back drive. I think they'll do a slide job. That's where the car comes down. He takes a low cut down into turn 4, slide up, comes in for the win. So we'll win it late, is what I believe.
All right, before we get you out of here, Mr. Reid, someone wants to know, where's the watch party at for you all this year?
The watch party for us at Volusia Speedway down in Daytona. Anyway, I guess it was 2 years we played Tampa, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 2 years ago we were in Florida, so we drove our transport down to Tampa. In the middle of the night, we played up next to the stadium, got the car out, and he got to see it. I think it's you a picture of the car.
Yeah, you did. I'm still amazed that you put
the car out.
It
came over, got the picture taken. All the fans. It was a great. It wasn't a win, but we had a great time.
All right. Well, we're gonna let you get out of here. They're having a little connection issue for you, but wish you all the very best. Thank you for your support of the show this week, and we'll definitely have you back on. We'll probably have you back on following you all's racing next weekend. So, want to wish you the best. And got Michael coming over here. He's bugging me, ready for me to start this show. But want to thank you very much. And Mama, we see you. I see you on here. Hello. Have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Reid, Millard, thank you so very much for joining us on the ship today. And go Chiefs. We will be back. Make
Go
sure you
Chiefs,
join
man.
us. I'm
All
sorry. Go
right.
ahead, sir.
I said go
Yes, sir.
Chiefs, man.
And make sure you all tune in on Sunday. Myself, Steve Walls, we're going to bring you the Chiefs pregame cheat sheet. We'll be live at the State Farm Stadium, getting you all getting you all ready for kickoff on Sunday. So until then, this is Darren Smith. We are signing out here at Super Bowl 57 Radio Row.